if an egg drops in the room, if a hatch creates a stone hatchling egg, if there's nothing in the incubator, this has higher priority than the conveyor loader, so the auto sweeper will pop it into the conveyor, into the incubator. But if there's already one in the incubator, it will put it into the conveyor loader. Everything else goes in the conveyor loader, and then it just daisy chains down the through the rooms, and then gets dumped out eventually, based on, you know, meat and coal and eggshells, all of that stuff. All of the good stuff gets popped out there. That is on a what priority? That's on an 8 as well. Good. So we're making sure that we've got mafic rock, sandstone. Because once they are stone hatches, you don't need to feed them a specific type of diet to get them to make more stone hatches. If you've got a regular hatch, the ones you're more than likely going to start the game with, you have to feed them sedimentary rock and only sedimentary rock. And as they eat more and more of it, the diet will affect the chances of them having a stone hatchling egg. A smooth hatchling, you've got to feed them metal ores. And then they'll, instead of pooping out coal, then they'll poop out refined metals. But it's not as heat efficient as our current smelting setup, which is quite nice. Because we're recycling that heat into our steam generators and everything else, actually. So all is good. And then over here, pretty much the only type of creature I want is stone hatch and stone hatchling. There we go. Now down here. This is allowing sedimentary rock. I actually don't want that anymore in there. No more sedimentary rock in there, please. I actually don't want this to store all of that. I want igneous rock if I can. I guess mafic rock would do, but let's have a quick look. Granite, igneous rock. I don't really want granite to be there. Let's have a look at how much granite we've got. I don't use drowning chambers. That's where I draw the line. We can let Belials drown themselves or suffocate themselves or, you know, die crushed under a mountain of sand because they did that to themselves. I'm not going to take an egg from a hatch and stick it in a puddle of water so that when it hatches, once it's finished incubating, the pup is going to drown. I refuse. If I'm going to kill them, it's going to be quick. My God, you savage. We've got 78 tons of igneous rock. That'll do fine. I guess we can have granite in there as well. I don't think the hatches can eat. Let's find you. There we are. Yeah, it's sedimentary, granite, and igneous. So let's only have granite and igneous in here. Copy that. But seriously, I just disagree with drowning chambers on principle. No. It's not happening. I straight up refuse. I bet Dark Aavak was using. Oh, Dark Aavak would make them far more automated and efficient. Yes. Right now we have to bring out the eggs, but the thing is, the thing with that, it takes so long. You got to incubate. No. We can do it in a much better way. Also, these massive rooms over here where we just wait for them to die. No, Dark Aavak will totally automate that. 1000%. Dark Aavak has automated that using door systems, much like this. Why do you think I got the idea for making these little things that'll open one door but not the other? Dark Aavak had a conveyor belt of them that led into a room that was suspiciously not full of water until the door locked behind them and then it started dribbling in from the top. In fact, then that was a little bit too slow because they had to fill it up slowly by dripping water in. So it became a pneumatic door at the top. The reservoir would fill up with water above it until a sufficiently large amount of animals were in there. Then the door would lock, and then the door would open at the top, and the huge volume of water would just drop down, and it could drown even morphs like the slicksters, who can float on the top of water because there wouldn't be enough room up there, because there would be a mesh grill that would prevent them from sliding through, so they would just be pressed up helplessly against the mesh tile whilst the water squeezed the life out of them. It was beautiful in its barbarism. Ultra hands off. Didn't even need to look at it. It just worked. At the end of it, meat was collected, delivered to where it needed to be. The dupes never had to look at the terrible, terrible cost of their barbecue siestas. No. They just enjoyed the sauna and the sunrooms and the barbecue whenever they wanted it. The meat industry was a sealed off process. No. Big Brother Computer loves the dupes. Hates everything else, loves the dupes. Because the dupes do work for it. One day I will show you how that building works, for education purposes only. I don't recommend you do it. It costs a terrible price in your soul. Okay, the ship is on its way back. There we go. The gantry has been pulled. You're gonna go around the other side. I approve. You're gonna get smashed by a rocket ship on its way home. Ah, gloriousness. But no, you can get crazy funky. No. I think you need to be up here. Go there. At least until it's landed fully. So you don't cook. No, it'll still probably cook you. Go back up there. No. Ah! Much sadness. Yeah, we're going to be going on a tea break just as soon as I relaunch the game. We'll find out how much we lost. This is what I get. My soul is too gentle for this cruel world. Should have just let them walk through the steam exhaust of the rocket ship. Time to liquidate myself. That sounds painful. What were we up to, chat? What cycle were we on? Yeah, the game full crash. I couldn't even go back to the menu. It was like, you need to quit the game or not. You can just sit here staring at the back screen if you want to, but no. Oh, take care, Bilal. Thank you so much for sticking with us until until the fateful return of the Miss Minnie crashed the game. But we are going to be going on a tea break in just a second, peeps. Worry not. As soon as the game loads. We were up to 1859. Okay. So I think we've lost like 5 cycles. It's kind of annoying. Five cycles is a lot of time. Oh, no. We've lost 3 cycles. Have we launched the Miss Minnie then? No. We haven't launched the Miss Minnie. But we were ready to launch the Miss Minnie. Okay. I suppose that isn't a terrible situation for us then. No astronaut assigned. Shelley, come along. All right, I'm going to launch the Miss Minnie. Then we're going to step away. Have our tea break. Oxygen may not be included, but crashes are. the relaunching. Yes. Yeah, pretty much. Dear me. I was tempted to rebuild everything quickly. But no! No, we won't be doing that. It's fine. There we go. Right. That should now be true. What? Ah, yes. I was forcing it. Okay. Right then. Let us set this up. Enjoy, chat. I shall be back in a few minutes. I recommend you go get a drink or a snack or a spaceship. Okay then, let's have a look. Where is that ship on the way back? %, done. Hopefully this is going to knock off a bunch of the new study elements, and we'll see if we discover what's going on with the other things we can get from this asteroid. Weregoats is just chilling out, as weregoats are wont to do on occasion. Ah, poop. Gotta set all of these back up again. Oh wait, I hadn't clicked incubate like an empty. I'm just going to set these up manually. Igneous and granite should be fine. Add an 8. Copy settings. Once again, we want igneous and granite to be stored here. 7. Copy settings. This should allow everything, but at a 1. Alright, with that done. Just need to make sure that this hooks up. That line. And that will send everything over to the kitchen area. Spicy tofu, I approve. Bad time for me here in Alaska. Have a wonderful day segment of dabblings. Oh, take care, Brackstar. Thanks for dropping by, mate. Right. No power? Oh, no. I mean, things are running as well as they can. Though it is time for me to strip all this down. This is no longer necessary. That shouldn't be producing any more hydrogen. No, it shouldn't be producing any more hydrogen. Okay. Now that pipe is still needed, so let's not get rid of that. In fact, I'm just going to take all of this down one at a time. Electricity, don't need any of that. And yeah, we're good otherwise. So with that done, all of this is now being stripped away. And now I just want buildings up top. And automation. Yeah, we could siphon off the natural gas layer. We've got a trickle of natural gas coming in anyway, though. Like, it's backing up right now, so that's not the big issue. But yeah, siphoning this off would be useful. Honestly, I just need to start processing all of this anyway. Try and pull out the worst of it and then send it to space if we can. Is there anything really going up the waste pipes? No, really not. Okay. Well, the waste pipe goes all the way up here. Oh, no, it doesn't. Hang on a second. Is this pipe going the wrong way? Oh, right, there we are. Yeah, no, this waste pipe does go up there. All the way up, and then gets filtered out over here. But problem with it. No, actually, that wouldn't be too bad. Sure. Okay, we can do that. Right, what's the atmospheric pressure here? Yeah, it doesn't turn these on unless there's a decent amount of pressure there. We could do something similar around here, I suppose. One there. Be another one up here as well. They don't really need to be made of steel, but we'll do that anyway, just because bling. Atmos sensor. Should we'll put the atmos sensor over here. Don't need this. Sure, I'm not deleting anything important. Nope. Let's get rid of that. That doesn't need to be there anymore. Yes, it does. Don't believe it does. No, it shouldn't need to. Well, once that's done, we're just going to need a little bit of power up there. How much power is on this line? Enough that it would be dangerous to hook that up with more. So instead, we'll get another connection here. And yep. Now we just need to hook it all up to the gas pipes. Which would be this one. Oh yeah. That'll help siphon out the natural gas, and it will eventually get moved into the waste line and start contributing to all of this. If it's CO2 or pretty much anything else, it gets dumped into space. I'll try and make sure that it's got at least 1.5 kilos of pressure, because I don't want to completely strip all of the pressure out off the asteroid. Like down here, this is fairly low pressure. CO2 down here. I might even make this so it's only tries to keep 1,000. Now, a lot of that CO2 is going to be sent over to the Slicksters farm over here, which is fine. Also, I need to add in some extra means for all the pressure to escape over there. Right, let's go ahead and have a look at the star map. Where are you? 95% there. This is where we find out if it breaks again, so I'm going to drop another save. the temperature in here? I think it's more or less equalized. No, it still hasn't quite gotten there yet, but it will. Temperature in here is a decent 115 across most of it. A little bit warmer in the sides because they're managing and equalizing that a little bit more aggressively. Oh yes, I wanted to put in a little bridge there, but we'll wait for the Miss Minnie to come back now, though. This has detected Miss Minnie on its way. So it's ensure that the bunker doors are open and the gantries have been retracted. And don't crash, don't crash, don't crash, don't crash, don't crash. Tonk! Hooray! That's nice. 150 degrees. Perfect. Nice and roasty toast. This is 177. I need to be running this pipe through here. Oh my lord. So badly. Need to siphon out that heat. That matter, I do also need to make sure that this steam is properly bathing in the heat that's in here. Problem is, it's rather expensive to do. That should help, though. Right, let's make sure all of that happens quickly. Right, so what on earth have we got here? We've got loads of databanks. Modern art. I don't get it. No, neither do I. But sure, let's go ahead and pop that down right in here. Where are you, modern art? Okay, I must have missed it. There we go. Let's drop another save, though. And also, let's let our astronaut out. Where is Shelley right now? There we are. Wow, they cleaned that up bloody fast. My lord. Very impressed. Right, let's go and have a look at the star map. Right, okay, so we now know there's diamond and trace amounts of fullerene here. Got a little bit more information that we can get from this place. Not bad at all. This is very hot now. A lot of the steam is escaping, but I don't imagine it's going to take us long to get the temps up to the point where this will kick in. What is the temp in this room? Current ambient temperature is 125. Once it hits 124. Once it hits 125, these will turn on and they'll start producing a little bit of power. Now, if I really, really, really wanted to make that better, I could have this only turn on if there was a if the temperature was also like 200 degrees or something like that. But honestly, I think it's better to make use of this as is and just siphon off the tiny little bits of power that I can here and there. This isn't really there to make power for me. I wanted to get rid of that. I'm going to switch these over as well, just so I can get a little bit more gas picking up the temperature in here. Go. I will use the something that's thermally reactive. Yeah, sedimentary rock. We'll pop that in here to give priority to the gas pump there that it's trying to grab the extra steam that the ship has generated. Just pop this one down. It doesn't really matter what it is. Literally doesn't matter. I could make it out of dirt if I wanted to. Sorry about that. Lady She-Lab's already let me know that she'll take care of the Siri's meds today for while I'm streaming. But we may get a Siri visit. Fortunately, at the time, it was just a little bit off for it to happen while I was on my tea break. Temperature in here. Only 123. Oh yeah, it's only 123. Wonder why. These tiles are competing with each other. These tiles right here are getting cold. Fine, once we hook it up into this, and we can pull out the crazy temperatures that we're sitting in there, then that'll be fine. Most of the steam's gone now, unfortunately. What's this doing? We're refueling. It's taking a little bit of time, but it's getting there. Let's get the ceramic out of the way because that is actually cooling stuff down. They turned on very briefly. Exceptionally briefly that turned on. We are now draining a little bit more. Yeah, that condensed a lot of the steam that was in there. There we go. So we drained out a little bit too much pressure from in here. As a consequence of that, this it summoned in a little bit more water. That water is still going to be quite cold for now. But as we get down towards here, we'll start seeing a much... Oh, actually... That being said, I didn't swap this out to be radiant piping, which is kind of annoying. But this water down here is now quite warm, so that should warm up the water moving through the pipe as it heads up to here. This is the order of business right now. Just everything we're doing is trying to improve the situation a little bit for us. But let's have a look at research. How's that going? We managed to get quite a few. 175 of 200. And are we out of the databanks? I really hope not. I think we might be, though. Yeah, we are. Oh, that's annoying. Oh, no. We've still got enough. It's just a matter of waiting for someone to pop over and take care of it. Yeah, we'll hit the requirement for the cargo base shortly. That'll be rather amazing. I'll go and check on the new living area in just a moment. Let's get this a little bit done first, though. Can they reach this? Yes, they can. Good. Fortunately, right now the copper is a little bit not quite where it needs to be. Okay, what I'm going to do is, thankfully, with the bridge here, I've got a very convenient way of turning off the flow of coolant into the system. I just needed to wait long enough for the steam to start cycling through again, because now I know that this is fully loaded and ready to go. So we can shut down the coolant briefly. And on this side we'll do the same, just to encourage it to go through the diamond tiles down here and pick up as much energy from the launch as possible. Research complete, there we go. Now, here's the question then, chat. We've basically got a... But for all intents and purposes, this does not cost us anything to launch these things. It really doesn't. What's the temperature in here, actually? It's fine. Like, we're barely having to turn this on ever. So this is more or less an energy positive process for us. Drop that up to, rather raise that up to a 7. But I'm thinking we should start bringing in some actual items from this. Well, I mean, I could set up a second... Oh, I could. Have I got enough steel? I've got 10 tons of steel, so yeah, I could have a second rocket, actually. But I think, like, we're going to soon... Like, this rocket by itself cannot go very far. Like, I don't think, even with max fuel, that it can reach out here. No, it can't. It absolutely can't. If 675 is needed to get 10k... Getting to 20k would need a fuel capacity of 1,200, and we can only store 900, so that's not going to happen. Yeah, we'll be converting the ship will do cargo flights, I think. Come on. So that means deconstructing one of the modules. Should be able to reach that one. End table with the lamp. Thank you very much for helping out Road Train there. I can't add another tank. No, there's no actual fuel tank. There's just engine. Later on, that's probably going to be a case. Like we can have larger fuel tanks on later engines, but right now, no. It seems that it doesn't care that there's no astronauts assigned. Interesting. How much does this cost me? 1,000 steel. And something else. 1,000 steel and 1,000 ceramic. Go! Now, we're probably going to need more fuel once this is built to get to where we're going. But we'll see. Right, next on the list. Solid fuel combustion or large liquid cargo tank, a large gas cargo tank. Allows duplicants to store most of the gas resources found during space missions. No, that doesn't allow us to have more steam. So it's going to be solid fuel combustion then. This is going to give us the burns refined iron and oxalite to increase the rocket exploration distance. Okay, so a solid fuel booster. Who's entombed? Oh. How did that happen? Oh, you little scallywag, we've got a shovel, it's loose. The shovel got out. Kill it with fire. You may live only in the designated living space. None of your digging through wallsy ways and then... Will someone... There we go. And then pooping solid blocks of regolith around, you scoundrel, you. My lord. These have not yet been built. So we're still waiting on those just to get hooked up. As the... Yeah, it has. Good. I want this to activate as above 1k. So now it's just a case of waiting for the... You know what? I'm going to give that a 7. Let's get that all made. Just a case of getting the transformer in place. Do the better engines mean no more energy positive rockets? I don't know, is my honest answer to that one. But from what was said in chat, I don't believe that is the case. I think they remain energy positive. Can't say for certain, though. Guess we'll find out. A thermite-powered rocket? It would appear so. Yep, they are burning different fuels, but it may still be energy positive in that more fuel comes out than goes in. So if I've got, like right now, I'm producing steam, but what if a hydrogen rocket produces hydrogen, you know? But either way, you know, it may produce more fuel than not. We'll see. Oni. Entropy is mostly a suggestion if you're creative enough. Yeah. Pretty much, hi Kaiser. That is pretty much the case with Oni. Am I out of copper? No, I've got 17.2 tons. Why are they dragging their feet? Ah, oh, no, really? Okay, stop. Ugh, I've told you to sweep somewhere, haven't I? And you're dragging it all up from miles away. I'm my own worst enemy sometimes. Right, hopefully that'll get done reasonably soon. This is ready for moving our hatches across. And once they have been moved across, we're going to delete at least these ones and probably this one as well. But I might just allow more hatches. It's not like we're struggling for igneous rock and the likes. We've got 88.6 tons. And granite, I'm not tracking granite here, but we've got a lot of materials. We still haven't done most of this, though, but it's fair. I will add Pop that onto a 7 so it does get done this turn of the century. This side of the turn of the century, rather. What we got? Mirth leaves, don't need it. Okay, you're using the ladder because... It looks like we got power. Yeah, we definitely got power, so I'm not sure why that happened. Either way. If the physics were realistic, this game wouldn't be impossible, but it would be a lot more difficult. Yeah, absolutely. But I strongly feel that the game would just reward more novel thinking as before. Okay, well, why are people not coming over here? Let's have a look. It's number 3 on Snowfoot's building list. What else is... Oh... Right. I'll let you build them. Sure, it'll get us a little bit more more steam power. It took us an awful lot of time to get all of that done, though. Ooh, hang on a second. Ah. Well, well, well. Thing is, I'm not sure what temperature they're going to come back at. Either way. Just need to make sure that it's moving in this direction specifically. Balls. Yep. That is not an automatic process. We're going to have to build that once the rocket leaves. We're going to have to get up there and pop that in. That's fine. It would be cool if the oxygen-hydrogen mix you had everywhere would just blow up. I mean, I would be all for it. Like legitimately. That isn't just some idle boast. I would 100% be all for this, having much more realistic simulations. But I also accept that it will come at a rather hefty price. Okay, we're just waiting for a little while then. The thing is, they could make the simulation significantly better. They could even start simulating things like radiation. Well, I mean, they've got radiation, but in Spaced Out DLC, but they don't have heat transference via radiation. It's only convection. But they could easily add that. It's just they wouldn't be able to have as big of a simulation if they did that, you know? The world would become significantly less manageable. Realistically, once we've got this out of the way, we can start building on the next section. I think we're going to cool the base down by the input of gas rather than anything else.